Oh, you're joking. Different heights. The first one, it was getting bogged on the top.
All right, gents, how are we getting on? What are your plans for today then?
My plans are to get up there and obviously try and street if I can.
Looking like it's streeting, isn't it? Look at that. Pretty good.
Well, the treasure is happy anyway.
So I think today is a day like yesterday. It overdeveloped quite quickly by about 2 o'clock. It's looking like a bit of a rerun to that. It's although it's looking good north, if I look at where the wind's coming from, which is easterly, then there's a lot of shade on the ground. So I might push east first and then see how I get on, head towards the range. See if I can film whilst taking this wee climb. So I've got to the range here, and on the other side Amberley airspace is active, but it starts from 8,500 feet, and so far I haven't got above 6.5, so I'll be under that. I'll just see how far east I can push. I'll try and go along these line of clouds here. Wind is easterly, so I'm in the lee of the range here, so I'm not sure what sort of sinking downwash I'm going to get. Wind is 8 knots according to my LX nav, so we'll just see. And behind it, it's starting to overdevelop, like I thought it would. So I'm just going to stay in the sun over here and just see how I get. So there's the view back to Warwick and the airfield, and I didn't push as far into the Maryvale Valley as maybe I could have. It's difficult to judge how far east to go, really, especially the airspace. I might speak to Brisbane Centre and see when Amberley airspace becomes deactive. Nice view here of the range though, beautiful. Nice in the sun as well, that's good. So it's looking better than yesterday was, which is good. And
Airport 43, contact sector 130, decimal 4.
Yeah, that's Brisbane Centre.
Decimal 4, Airport 43, I'm going to go.
I'll have a chat with them in a minute. And look at this. 6 knot thermal. 5 on the nav. Wind is 11 knots from the northeast, which is a bit of a surprise. So there's obviously something going on here. And this is the cloud that I'm just working under. Ooh. Yeah, back to 6 knots again. So I'm almost a cloud base, so I'll switch off and come back later. So just flying over Cunningham's Gap here.
Can I get a just 168 with my Tony bubble, please, 40. Just 168, g'day. Doctor, Ramsey 1 Yankee arrival, runway 14, we're ready to descend for flight level 250. Ramsey 1 Yankee arrival, runway 14, we're ready to descend for flight level 250. Have a quick cancel.
So here I am. Just at Cunningham's Gap. I've got about 30 or 40 minutes before the airspace is active, so I thought I'd just fly to the edge of the range here, have a look. It's been a while since I've been here. Cracking view along the range here, and I'm just going to take this climb here. beautiful rainforest here below. Here's the road that goes from Warwick to Brisbane, the old way it used to go. And there's the view along the valley. Cracking view now. And yeah, beautiful. Amazing escarpment. The foothills of the range, and I'm heading out onto the flats. Just a view back there to Cunningham's Gap and along the range, and just coming around now is looking back at Warwick. So it's a bit mushy and overdeveloped a little bit, but there's some good looking cloud street.
Echo November, final to runway 09 up, grass left, Warwick, landing long.
That's Scotty and his Ventus. Good to see he's back in the air again. And so just, I think, take this climber to cloud base, get closer to it, and head further downwind that way. So let's see how we get. I'm starting to head home now. Haven't quite got glide, but looks like there's plenty of thermals that I can use on the way back. So I'm just above Green Mount here. Okay, so
Warwick traffic, take us off short, please, 24, jumping small to the southwest,
3-knot thermal. If I can stay in it, get my angle right. That's it. Yes. That's more like it. Well, camp's fairly quiet today. Didn't hear much on the radio. That's good. And I'll report in a minute. So, looking at the sky now, it's completely sort of overdeveloped. Later than yesterday, so that saved the day really. It's now 3 o'clock, and it's all sort of turned to mush. Occasional good climb, but not really consistent. So I'm just going to head a bit further south before I turn back to the airfield, which is just over there. You can see it in front of Leslie Dam there in the background. So that's where I'm heading. Here's Allara with the hill in front of it, and yeah, not bad there. So landed grass right, Sierra 9, not bad.